chills, muscle aches, or cough, or if you plan to or recently received a vaccine.
Thanks to Skyrizi, there's nothing on my skin, and that means everything. Ask your doctor today about Skyrizi, the #1 dermatologist-prescribed biologic in psoriasis, and visit skyrizi.com or call 1-866-SKYRIZI to learn more.
The following is a presentation of WRDN Sports. Welcome to the Panther Preview, brought to you by Advent Health of Durand. It's time to feel whole with Advent Health. To learn more, visit adventhealth.com. Now, with today's Panther Preview, here is Brian Winnekins.
From Colfax High School, tonight, girls high school basketball. As Durand-Arkansaw is at Colfax in a Dunn-St. Croix matchup. This is the Advent Health Panther Preview, brought to you by Advent Health of Durand. It's time to feel whole with Advent Health. Visit their website at adventhealth.com. For the Lady Panthers, they are 11-2 overall, 5-1 in the Dunn-St. Croix after their 69-32 win over Boyceville. Colfax 8-3 overall, 4-1 in the Dunn-St. Croix after their 42-32 win over Mondovi. Emma Hoyt leads the Lady Panthers with 11 points a game in scoring, and rebound leader is Addison Oth with 6 rebounds a game. Jordan Bowe is the leading scorer for Colfax, 16 points a game, while Bryn Sakura is the leading rebounder with 6 rebounds per game. This is going to be a fun game tonight, to say the least. And coming up on the Advent Health Panther Preview, we're going to talk with Durand-Arkansaw head coach Darren Lowenhagen about the win over Boyceville earlier this weekend, tonight's big game against Colfax. Coming up, we'll tell you who won where and who's playing where on our Durand Fresh Market scoreboard. That's next on the Advent Health Panther Preview, brought to you by Advent Health of Durand. It's time to feel whole with Advent Health. Visit their website at adventhealth.com. It's Durand-Arkansaw girls basketball on WRDN.
What does it mean to feel whole? For some, it's omega-3s, high fives, or shuffleboard. It's kale, kiwi, kumquats, all together. Whatever helps you feel whole, Advent Health is here to support it. We're here to heal what hurts, ease your mind, and lift your spirit with world-class medical expertise and compassionate whole-person care. So go for it. Get back on your feet. Overcome the odds. Live your best life and feel whole with Advent Health. To learn more, visit adventhealth.com.
Welcome back to the Advent Health Panther Preview, brought to you by Advent Health of Durand. It's time to feel whole with Advent Health. Visit their website at adventhealth.com. As we get ready for tonight's Durand-Arkansaw Colfax girls basketball game, let's run down scores from last night on our Durand Fresh Market scoreboard. Durand Fresh Market, your hometown grocery store. In boys basketball last night, Durand-Arkansaw defeats Spring Valley 43-41. Boyceville defeats Mondovi 38-33. Cannon Falls winners over Lake City 98-88. Elk Mound defeats Elmwood Plum City 64-43. Goodhue defeats Schaefer 75-48. Colfax wins over Glenwood City 68-62. Winona Cotter over Waukesha Kellogg 56-50. And Eau Claire North defeats River Falls 61-60. Meanwhile, in girls basketball last night, Cochrane Fountain City defeats Alma Pepin 53-47. Winona Cotter over Waukesha Kellogg 56-26. Goodhue over Quezon Mantorville 72-70. Lake City over Cannon Falls 80-72. High school basketball tonight on the Durand Fresh Market scoreboard in boys basketball. In the Dairyland Conference, Alma Center Lincoln hosting Gilmanton Independence. Alma Pepin at Cochrane Fountain City. Augusta plays at Eau Claire Emmanuel Lutheran. Middle Border Conference boys basketball tonight, Somerset over Altoona. Osceola hosting Barron. St. Croix Central is at Red Wing. Girls basketball tonight, along with the Durand-Arkansaw Colfax game. Plum City Elmwood is at Glenwood City. Mondovi hosting Elk Mound. Boyceville travels to Spring Valley. Middle Border Conference girls hoops tonight, Somerset at Altoona. Amory hosting St. Croix Central. Prescott at Baldwin Woodville. Osceola travels to Ellsworth. That's what's happening around the area tonight in high school sports. You can follow the Durand Fresh Market scoreboard on the sports page of our website at realcountry1430.com. Coming up on the Advent Health Panther Preview, we're going to talk with Durand-Arkansaw head coach Darren Lowenhagen about the win over Boyceville And tonight's huge game against Colfax, that's coming up next on the Advent Health Panther Preview. Brought to you by Advent Health of Durand. It's time to feel whole with Advent Health. Visit their website at adventhealth.com. It's Durand-Arkansaw girls basketball on WRDN.
What does it mean to feel whole? For some, it's omega-3s, high fives, or shuffleboard. It's kale, kiwi, kumquats, all together. Whatever helps you feel whole, Advent Health is here to support it. We're here to heal what hurts, ease your mind, and lift your spirit with world-class medical expertise and compassionate whole-person care. So go for it. Get back on your feet. Overcome the odds. Live your best life and feel whole with Advent Health. To learn more, visit adventhealth.com.
Welcome back to the Advent Health Panther Preview, brought to you by Advent Health of Durand. Time to feel whole with Advent Health. Visit their website at adventhealth.com as we get ready for tonight's Durand-Arkansaw Colfax girls basketball game. Joining us right now, Durand-Arkansaw head coach Darren Lowenhagen. Coach, first, again, a very nice win against Boyceville. You had a chance to take a look at the film. Were you pretty pleased with what you saw?
Yeah, I think we got good shots. Didn't finish. I think we need to finish a little bit better inside. And then obviously, I think we shot maybe just a touch too many threes, but it was hard to argue with the threes that we took. I think that if we're going to take that, I think we took 17 in the first half, and I think if we're going to take that many, we just got to make more than 2. But we came out the second half and made 8 in the second half and shot 12. So that's kind of where I think maybe if we just shoot 12 to 14 in that first half, then you're probably pretty pleased with where you were at the end of the game.
I know that there were times it seemed like they just those easy bunnies just weren't going in. You think there was a little frustration with the girls at some point, and that's why they started heaving the threes?
Yeah, I don't know. I think that when they play zone, I think you're going to get more threes. I think that's just natural. I thought we got good looks at 3. I just think we probably got to finish a little bit better inside, whether it's creating contact, whether it's just focusing more on that shot. I think that's maybe one thing that we tend to do a little bit too much of sometimes is miss some of those easy ones. And I think we just got to continue to kind of drill that out in practice. As coaches, we got to put them in scenarios in practice where they're taking closer shots and also having to do that with competition or physicality, so that way we can get into these big games and make them.
Well, tonight taking on Colfax doesn't really get any bigger than this. This rivalry has gone for as long as I've been here. It's actually just kind of grown over the years. What do you see in this Colfax team?
Yeah, I mean, I think they're like every other Colfax team. I think they play really, really good defense. I think they will make things difficult for you offensively. You're going to struggle to score. And just when you think they graduate somebody, they have another couple players that move in that are that start coming up the ranks that are playing a little bit better. So they never have a bad team, and they're always coached really well.
What do they like to do on defense? Are they still primarily a man?
Yeah, they're going to play a lot of man, a lot of pack, a lot of keeping you out of the lane, and then we just got to do a good job of obviously making the shots when we get them, and then when you do get some of those looks inside, you got to make them. And they've also like to do a lot of that half-court press, or they like to do a lot of trapping and make you feel uncomfortable. Is that the same MO? Yeah, I think that a lot of times that's kind of an end of the game scenario, or before half they'll throw some of those things at us. Sometimes they do a little bit of pressing where they're up the full length of the court, but once they get it in, they kind of just play man from there. And they'll do some of that too, I think. I think all that kind of dictates by the score and where they're at in the game.
Talking with Durand-Arkansaw head coach Darren Lowenhagen as we get ready for tonight's Durand-Arkansaw Colfax girls basketball game. So offensively, I think it's number 12 is their leading scorer, and I think she's averaging like 16 a game. I mean, wow.
Yeah, they got 2 good guards. Both of them can score it. Both of those, they both shoot it well. They both like to attack the rim. They kind of thrive in getting those second opportunities on a rebound or a kick out. But they got other good players too. Their starting 5 can all have a game in a night, so we really have to do a good job defending everybody.
Do they have that one person that's the big 3-point shooter, or they all like to heave it up?
I think they'll all take them for sure. They shoot a lot of threes, and so do we. So we're kind of both built that way. I think both of coaches wise, we're probably both in that era where we see a lot of that, and so that's always the worry. Even playing them is if they get hot and make 3 or 4 in a row, all of a sudden you're really battling.
Talking with Durand-Arkansaw head coach Darren Lowenhagen tonight. One of the big things, and we've kind of talked about this before, the girls have to kind of go with that flow of the game because we're going to have ups and downs. You can't let the downs get to you.
Yeah, and we talk about that, and I think we're doing a good job of that right now, just competing through those things, giving maximum effort, trying to create good things for us, whether it's a loose ball, whether it's a rebound. Sometimes it's things that don't look like anything on the scorecard, but those are big plays in the game, whether it's offensive rebound that you hustle to, that you kick, and now we get an extra possession. Now we made a 3 on that possession, where before we didn't get anything out of it, getting on the floor on a steal, and recovering that ball and getting it to your teammate, and now we get one more possession that they no longer get. It's a lot of those little plays are really big in these types of games.
Going to be a fun one and a loud one tonight. Playoff type atmosphere. Good luck, coach. Talk to you after the game.
All right, thank you.
That is Durand-Arkansaw head coach Darren Lowenhagen on the way. Starting lineups and tip-off. Yep, we got a doozy for you tonight. Durand-Arkansaw at Colfax and girls high school basketball. Coming up next on Real Country 1430 AM stereo, WRDN, Durand, Mondovi, Wabasha, and 107.3 FM translator, W297CH Durand.
What does it mean to feel whole? For some, it's omega-3s, high fives, or shuffleboard. Yes. It's kale, kiwi, kumquats, all together. Whatever helps you feel whole, Advent Health is here to support it. We're here to heal what hurts, ease your mind, and lift your spirit with world-class medical expertise and compassionate whole person care. So go for it. Get back on your feet. Overcome the odds. Live your best life and feel whole with Advent Health. To learn more, visit adventhealth.com.
The Durand Improvement Group is committed to improving Durand's quality of life through involvement in our community. From Fun Fest to music in the park, Durand Dazzle Holiday, and more, the Durand Improvement Group's mission is to strengthen area businesses and improve our community welfare. DIG is open to all members of the community, not just businesses. You can help. Visit DurandImprovementGroup.org and become an individual member of the Durand Improvement Group today. This message is a public service of Real Country 1430 WRDN.
Your computer is a radio. Log on to realcountry1430.com to listen online. Brought to you by Prime Realty of Durand.
And welcome back to Colfax High School as we are just moments away from tonight's Durand-Arkansaw Colfax girls basketball game. I'm Brian Winnekins, and welcome to the men and women serving in the military listening to our broadcast on our streaming audio service at realcountry1430.com. We thank you for your service, and we hope tonight's broadcast brings you a taste of home wherever you may be serving. Streaming audio being brought to you by Adams Super Service, your Partners Network Car Care Center Durand, and also Prime Realty of Durand, the area's #1 home seller. Visit their website at primerealtymidwest.com. We have our national anthem now. Our national anthem from Colfax High School. As we are just a few minutes away from tonight's broadcast. Also, special welcome to those of you watching our broadcast on our streaming video service at our website at realcountry1430.com. Streaming video being brought to you by the Wisconsin Soybean Marketing Board. And a special welcome to those of you watching as well on the Durand-Arkansaw School District's YouTube channel as well.
Well, let's give you our lineups tonight for the Durand-Arkansaw Lady Panthers. 5-1 in the Dun St. Croix, 11-2 overall. Coming out number 2, senior Chloe Auth. Number 11, senior Edison Auth. Number 12, senior Victoria Kurth. Number 14, senior Emma Hoyt. And number 21, senior Sawyer Sibelko. Panthers in their black uniforms with the white numerals. They'll be going from right to left here for this first half. For the Colfax Vikings, 4-1 in the Dun St. Croix, 8-3 overall. Coming out number 4, senior Kason Goodell. Number 12, junior Jordan Bowe. That's Jordan Bowie. Number 30, Sierra Shipman, the junior. Number 34, junior Bryn Sikora. And at number 44, junior Clara Hardukovic. The Vikings in their white uniforms with the red numerals. They'll be going from left to right here in this first half. Throughout the night, we're going to be thanking our high school sports sponsors. And these are the businesses and organizations that bring you tonight's game. All of the sponsors, please thank them. Drop them an email, visit their business, and or give them a phone call. Tell them thank you for supporting these broadcasts, because without their help, well, on the radio you'd hear shh, and there wouldn't be nothing on YouTube, and it'd be really incredibly boring. So please thank all of our sponsors, including 24/7 and West Wisconsin Telecom. Riverside Grill. Visit the Riverside Grill for those daily specials like today's Friday fish fry or that Sunday chicken and a whole lot more. That's the Riverside Grill, downtown Durand. And O'Galley Cheese Factory, featuring homemade pizza. O'Galley Cheese Factory, Highway 25, Durand. We're ready to go. And it's tip, and it's going to be controlled by the Panthers. We are underway back to Chloe Auth to Sibelko. Sibelko to Auth to Kurth. Cross-court pass now to Hoyt. Hoyt's going to try and drive in from the top of the key. Whistle and a jump. And going for the ball was number 30. That was Shipman forcing the jump. It goes back to Colfax. And inbounding it now on the far end is Sikora. And it's going to be a bomb. And it's intercepted. Intercepted first by Addison Auth. And a double dribble by Kurth. And so it will go back to Colfax. And so they'll inbound it right in front of us. We're on the very end here at Colfax High School. And that inbounding it is Bowie. Bowie now gets it inbounded to Shipman. Shipman drives inside, puts up the shot, overlays it. No good. Rebounded by Hoyt. Hoyt back to Auth. Chloe Auth now over to Sibelko. Sibelko now top of the key now to Kurth. Kurth left wing. Comes over to the top of the key now to Addison Auth on the right wing. Back to Sibelko. Try to work off the screen. Bounce pass inside to Addison Auth. Puts up a shot. No good. Gets the loose ball. Nope. Coming up with it is Colfax. And coming up with that is Hardukovic, who will pass it off now to Goodell. No score here in this first quarter. Just early in the first half. Now inside pass. Shot put up by number 34. That's Sikora. No good. Rebounded by Addison Auth. Back to Chloe Auth. Chloe Auth to Sibelko on the right end, or on the right side, on the far side, over to Chloe. Chloe now at the right wing to Addison Auth. Drives in from the top of the key. Puts up the tough shot. Counted in the foul. And looks like the foul is going to be on, I'm going to say Hardukovic. And so going for the three-point play is Addison Auth. Panthers lead 2-0. 16:43 remaining in the first half. Free throw rims out, no good. And it'll be loose ball. Coming up with it is Hoyt. And Hoyt now back out to Auth. Auth over to Sibelko. Sibelko is, stolen. What a nice steal by Colfax. Back the other way is Goodell. Goodell, whistle travel. So back to the Panthers now. 2-0 Panthers lead. And inbounded to Chloe Auth. She'll come up across the timeline for the Panthers. Over to Addison-Oth, left wing. Cross-court pass now to Kurth. Kurth comes over to the top of the key now to Sabelko. Sabelko, right wing. Post pass inside to Chloe Oth, driving right baseline. Oh, boy. Chloe Oth came in from that right corner. Got a perfect pass from Sabelko. 4-0 Panthers. Over to Goodell now. Stolen. Theft by Chloe Oth. Stop. Shot. Good. Now it's 6-0 Panthers. And so Colfax to inbound it. Inbounds it now to Goodell. Goodell still not across the timeline. Pass is tipped, but Goodell comes back up with it over to Shipman now. Shipman across the timeline for Colfax. She'll drive into the lane. Has to kick it back out to the wing. That is Goodell. Whistle. Travel. Panther ball. 6-0 Panthers lead, 15:38 remaining in the first half. And Addison-Oth, they inbounded on the far side to Chloe Oth. Oth now across the timeline. Comes over to the left wing. To Sabelko, top of the key. To Kurth, right wing. She'll drive inside. Kicks it back out to Addison-Oth. 3-ball. Shots good by Addison-Oth to make it 9-0 Panthers. And inbounded now to Goodell. Here comes the trap. Goodell trying to fight her way out. Gets across the timeline now. Over to Bowie. Bowie kicks it back out to the top of the key. And that back to Goodell now, right wing. Back to Bowie, top of the key. She's their leading scorer. She retreats back now. Over to the right wing to Goodell. Now into the corner. Back over to, nope, intercepted. Intercepted by Hoyt. Hoyt going back the other way. Lets everybody go by. Hands it off to Addison-Oth. Addison-Oth, top of the key. Kicks it to Chloe Oth on the left wing. Over to the top of the key to Hoyt now. Hoyt back over to Addison-Oth, left wing. She'll drive inside. Kicks it back out to the top of the key over to Kurth. Kurth looking for a cutter. Nobody home. Now she fakes right, goes left. Has to kick it back out to Sabelko. Sabelko now at the top of the key. Over to the right wing. Hoyt, 3-ball on the way. Shot no good, off the back of the rim. And a rebounded, whistle and a foul. Rebounded by Colfax. Foul on Chloe Oth on Benton. 9-0 Panthers lead. Yep, it's going to be on Chloe Oth. That'll be her first team foul. All right, so now let's see. McMahon coming in and Glaus coming in. And Kurth and Sabelko take a seat for the Panthers. Inbounding it now is Sakura. Sakura, here comes the bomb. And it's going to be caught this time. Shot put up, no good. And rebounded by McMahon. McMahon back over to Oth. That's Addison-Oth now. Over to Hoyt. Hoyt left wing. Back to Addison-Oth, top of the key. Now to Chloe Oth, right wing. She'll drive inside. Puts up the shot high off the glass. No good. Rebounded by Bowie. Bowie on the far side comes back across the timeline for the Vikings. Panthers lead 9-0. Inside pass now to Sakura. Sakura on the right wing. Fakes right. Tries to drive right baseline. Can't do it. Has to kick it back out to the right wing to Bowie. Bowie, 15-footer. Shot put up. Rims out. No good. Rebounded by Hoyt. Hoyt across the timeline for the Panthers. Comes down to the right wing now. 9-0 Panthers lead. Addison-Oth now top of the key to Chloe. Chloe on the left wing. Inside pass to Hoyt. Hoyt fakes right, goes left, puts up a shot. No good. Tip. Loose ball. And Colfax, nearly saving it was Goodell. But it's going to go back to the Panthers. 13:37 remaining. 9-0 Panthers. Inbounded to Chloe Oth now. And she'll come across the timeline. Oth now over to McMahon. McMahon right wing to Hoyt, top of the key to Addison-Oth, left wing. Now to Chloe. Chloe over to Hoyt, right wing. Hoyt now trying to look for a cutter, but no one there. So back out to McMahon. McMahon now over to Addison-Oth on the left wing. She'll come out to the top of the key now. Cross-court pass over to McMahon. Right wing, 3-ball on the way. Shot no good. Rebounded by Goodell. Goodell now across the timeline for Colfax. Panthers lead 9-0. From the right wing or left wing, 3-ball on the way. Shot no good. Rebounded by McMahon. McMahon to Chloe Oth. Across the timeline comes Oth. Oth now over to McMahon. McMahon now to Addison-Oth on the left wing. Over to the top of the key. Hoyt nearly lost the ball, but regains control top of the key. Back over to Addison-Oth. Left wing, 3-ball on the way. Addison-Oth with another 3. She's got 8. Timeout, Colfax. 12:39 remaining in the first half. 12-0 Panthers. And thank you to our high school sports sponsors, including Martin Transport of Mondovi. Visit martin.com for the latest job opportunities. It's better in blue at Martin Transport. Also, the Cell Block with the soup and salad bar on the weekdays. They also have other daily specials. That's the Cell Block, downtown Durand. Durand Improvement Group. Many hands make light work. Volunteer to help with community events. Visit durandimprovementgroup.org for more information. The Paul Slusher Insurance Agency, your American Family Insurance agent serving the Durand and Chippewa Falls area, is Paul Slusher, American Family Insurance. Insurance that fits your needs. Please thank all of our sponsors. Give them a call, drop them an email, visit their business, tell them thank you for supporting our broadcasts. Without their help, wouldn't be here tonight at Colfax High School. So Sikora now to inbound it on the far end. Sikora inbounds it now to Bowie. 12-0 Panthers lead. Full court Panther press this time. Over to Goodell. Goodell not across the timeline yet. Pass is tipped and intercepted by Sabelko. Sabelko back the other way. Tries to get it inside to Glaus, but intercepted by Colfax. And Colfax comes back the other way. That's Goodell now. Goodell now over to Sikora. Sikora now will drive in. On the right baseline, whistle foul. Foul, I think it's going to be on Glaus. Yep, that'll be on Glaus. That'll be her first second team foul. Colfax to inbound it right in front of us. And inbounded now to Nichols, who's in. Nope, check that. That is Sikora. Sikora looking for a cutter. No one there. And now bounce pass to Goodell. She'll drive into the lane. Tries to put up a shot, partially blocked. Oh, she's going to the line for two. They're going to call a foul on the Panthers. Is that going to be on? Yep, they're going to call that on Sabelko. Thank you to Ryan's Sports Shop. Ice fishing is here. Visit Ryan's Sports Shop for all of your ice fishing needs. Don't forget, tomorrow is the Clarence Schneider Memorial Ice Tournament and also winter event over in O'Galley. First free throw is good. We'll be out there as well. Come on out and join us. Also, Riverside Plaza now open for all of your car care needs. Riverside Plaza located at Durand, Napa, Madison Street, Durand. Both free throws are good by Goodell. And Colfax on the board, 12-2, Panthers lead. Full court Colfax press now. Over to Sabelko, not across the timeline. Here comes the trap. Gets it to Kurth. Kurth now over to Glaus. Glaus, left or right wing rather, gets over McMahon. She's trapped. Bounce pass inside to Kurth. Kurth over to Sabelko. Sabelko drives the lane. Counted in the foul. I think that's going to be on number 34, Sikora. Nope, check that. Number 30, that'll be on Shipman. So going to the complete the three-point play will be Sabelko. 14-2, Panthers lead, 11:41 remaining in the first half. For free throw on the way is good. Three-point play complete, 15-2 Panthers. Now it's full court Panther press. They're like, okay, you want to do that? We can do that too. Over to Goodell now. Goodell now gets across the timeline. Kicks it back out to the left wing. That is Sikora. Sikora now looking for a cutter. No one there. Nope, she's going to try and get it inside to Bowie. Bowie, turnaround shot. No good. Rebounded by Kurth. Kurth now hands it off to Sabelko. Sabelko will get across the timeline. Down to the top of the key now. Sabelko over to Paschal. Paschal, left wing. Three ball. Rims out. No good. Whistle. Foul on the Panthers. And that's going to be on Kurth. And so it'll be Viking ball, and Sikora to inbound it. And inbound it to Bowie. Bowie now coming up across the timeline. Whoa, foul is going to be on Glaus. Tripped. You bet. And so that'll be the 15th foul. A little bit of foul issue here because still 11:07 left in the half here. Panthers already got 5 team fouls. 15-2 Panthers lead. Looks like Bowie's going to inbound it here right at center court. And inbounds it to Goodell. Goodell will have to come back across the timeline now. And pass nearly intercepted, but coming up with it is Nichols. Nichols now top of the key looking for a cutter. No one there. Over to Sikora. Sikora back to Goodell, she'll drive into the lane, puts up the shot, no good. Tip. And getting the rebound is Nichols. She tries to put up a shot. Nope, stolen by Hoyt. Back over to Sabelko. Sabelko across the timeline. Now to Kurth. Kurth left wing. Kurth comes over to the top of the key now. Inside Pat. Oh, she was looking for Chloe Oth, but threw the ball behind her out of bounds into the hallway. It'll go back to Colfax. And so inbounding it now will be Sakura. Sakura inbounds it to Goodell. Has Chloe Oth in front of her, but Goodell, here comes the trap at half court, and it's going to be out of bounds. High pass to Bowie into the crowd. Back to the Panthers it goes. And so inbounded to Chloe Oth. Chloe across the timeline now to Kurth. Kurth on the right wing. Kurth looking for a cutter. Panthers lead 15-2. Round the horn we go. Now in the left wing is Addison Oth. Addison Oth still looking. Now has to give it over to Kurth. Kurth to Hoyt. Hoyt to Chloe Oth on the right wing. Inside now to Addison Oth. Kicks it back out to the top of the key. Hoyt, 3-ball shot, no good. Rebounded by Colfax. That's Shipman with the rebound. Across the timeline we go. Coming in is Nichols from the left wing. She gets cut off. Now kicks it back out to the right wing. 3-ball on the way. Shot no good. Rebounded by Hoyt. Hoyt over to Chloe Oth. Chloe Oth across the timeline for the Panthers. Panthers lead 15-2. 9:44 remaining in the first half. To Kurth now. Kurth to Chloe. Chloe over to Hoyt. Hoyt now looking for Addison Oth, and ball was tipped, but coming up with the loose ball is Sakura, or is Sabelko rather. Sabelko now back over to Addison Oth. Addison Oth now to Hoyt. Hoyt top of the key to Kurth. Kurth right wing. Kurth now tries to work off the screen from Hoyt. She'll drive into the lane. Oh, has to kick it back out to Addison Oth. Now over to Chloe Oth. Chloe Oth right wing. Looking for someone inside. Can't drive inside. Cross court pass to Hoyt on the left wing to Kurth left corner. Kurth now. She'll try to drive in from the wing. Whistle. Foul. Foul will be on Colfax. It's going to be on number 30. That's going to be on Shipman, her second. And so it'll stay Panther ball. And Chloe Oth will inbound it on the far end. 9:10 remaining in the first half. 15-2 Panthers. Inbounded to Addison Oth. Addison Oth now kicks it back out to Chloe. Left wing 3-ball. Shot no good. Rebounded by Hoyt. Kicks it back out to Sabelko, top of the key. Over to Addison Oth now on the left wing. Oth now to Chloe. Chloe over to Kurth. Kurth on the right corner. Comes out to the wing now. She'll drive inside. Stop into the lane. Shot off the back of the rim. Does not get the shooter's roll. And it's going to be off of Kurth trying to go for that rebound. Colfax ball. And Sakura to inbound it. Full court Panther press. 15-2 Panthers. 8:48 remaining in the half. Inbounded now to Goodell. Goodell does get across the timeline now. Goodell bounce pass over to Hajdukovic, who's back in. Now they come back out to the wing to Goodell. Goodell now over to Nichols. Nichols right wing. Inside pass to Bowie. Bowie kicks it back out to the wing. 3-ball. Rims out no good. And Kurth fighting for it and comes up with it. Back to Chloe Oth. Chloe Oth to Sabelko. Sabelko to Hoyt. Hoyt left baseline. Comes over to the lane, puts up a shot hard off the glass. No good. Rebounded by Nichols. Nichols over to Goodell. Again, 15-2 Panthers. Approaching the 8-minute mark. And trying to drive inside is Goodell. Puts up a shot, no good. Loose ball, still a loose ball. And coming up with it is Colfax. That was Sakura. Now they get it back over to Hajdukovic on the left wing. Hajdukovic comes to the top of the key. They dish it back out to Bowie. Bowie into the lane, puts up the tough shot. Good. 15-4 Panthers. Over to Addison Oth now. Addison Oth on the left wing. Back to Hoyt. Hoyt over to Kurth now on the right wing. Back to Addison Oth at the top of the key to Hoyt on the right wing. And they stay on the outside now. Addison Oth, left wing, does a head fake, drives inside, puts up a tough shot, up and in. Oh, Addison Oth having a heck of a half so far. She's up to 10. 17-4 Panthers. And back the other way now comes Goodell. Nearly stolen, whistle foul. I think it's going to be on. It's going to be on Chloe Oth. And so it'll stay Colfax ball. And inbounding it right by the scorer's table will be Bowie. And Bowie now inbounds it to Goodell. Goodell, top of the key now to Hurlbert, who's in. Back to Nichols. Nichols now to Sikora. Sikora has to retreat back towards center. Over to Goodell. Goodell now. She'll try to drive in from the top of the key. Lays it up and in. Did a little bit of a head fake. Up and in. 17-6 Panthers. And Chloe Oth now across the timeline. 6:45 remaining in the half. Over to Hoyt now. Hoyt back to Addison Oth. Addison Oth to Chloe. Chloe left wing. Chloe, she's going to drive in. Puts up a tough shot. Overlays it. No good. Rebounded by Sikora. Sikora back to Goodell. Goodell across the timeline for the Vikings. And back to Bowie now. Bowie at the top of the key. Fakes right. Goes left into the lane. Does a spin move, but has to kick it back outside to Goodell. Goodell now at the top of the key. Comes to her left. Comes into the lane. Trying to work through a couple of defenders. Left, right, up, shot. Good, no good. Tip, 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 tip. And whistle. It's going to be a jump ball. I think that goes to the Panthers. Glaus and McMahon coming in while Chloe Oth and Kurth come out. 6:07 remaining in the half. 17-6 Panthers. Inbounded now to Sibelko. Sibelko across the timeline. Over to Hoyt. Hoyt on the left wing. Hoyt now back to Addison Oth to Sibelko. Sibelko trying to work off the key. Back inside to Addison Oth. Inside to Hoyt. She can't hang on to the ball. Regains control up and in. Oh, Emma Hoyt dropped the ball, but then she managed to pick it back up and in. And back the other way now is Goodell. Goodell now. 3-ball on the way. Shot's good by number 14, Hurlbert. 19-9 Panthers. And across the timeline now to Hoyt. 5:28 remaining. Hoyt now over to McMahon. McMahon cross-court pass to Addison Oth. Right wing now inside to Hoyt. Hoyt fakes right, goes left, now kicks it back out to the wing to Sibelko. 3-ball on the way from the left wing. Shot no good. Loose ball. Hoyt comes up with it. Hoyt now fakes right, goes left, and has to kick it back out to Glaus. Glaus left corner. 3-ball. Shot rims out. No good. Rebounded by Bowie. Bowie now over to Goodell. Goodell across the timeline for the Vikings. Panthers up by 10. 3-ball on the way. Shot rims out. No good. And Sibelko with the rebound. And she'll bring it back the other way for the Panthers. Under 5 minutes remaining. To Hoyt now, left wing. Our Jerry Thompson Insurance Agency and the Security Financial Bank halftime show coming up. Addison Oth, right corner. 3-ball. Air is an air ball. No good. Rebounded, or coming up with it is Bowie. Bowie back the other way for the Vikings. Kicks it back out to the top of the key. 3-ball on the way off the back of the rim. No good. And Sibelko comes up with the rebound. Back to the Sibelko as she goes across the timeline now to Hoyt. Hoyt left wing. 19-9 Panthers. Hoyt into the lane. She's going to lay it up. Overlays it. No good. Rebounded by Goodell. Goodell across the timeline for Colfax. And now over to the left wing. And that is Bowie. Bowie drives into the lane, puts up the shot, no good. Glaus with the rebound. Back to Sibelko. Sibelko now coming across the timeline. Over to McMahon. She'll try to drive in from the left wing. Back out to Sibelko. Cross-court pass to Addison Oth now. Addison Oth now over to McMahon on the left wing. Back to Sibelko, also on the left wing. To the top of the key to Hoyt. Hoyt to Glaus. Glaus to Addison Oth on the right wing. Now to the top of the key, Hoyt. 3-ball on the way. Shot off the back of the rim. No good. Crashing the glass is Addison Oth, but they get it back out to Glaus. And Glaus now to Sibelko. Sibelko to McMahon. McMahon top of the key now to Addison Oth. Head fakes, comes in from the right wing, puts up the shot, up and in. Addison Oth with 12 now. 21-9 Panthers. And inbounded now to Goodell. 3:17 remaining in the half. Again, our Jerry Thompson Insurance Agency and Security Financial Bank halftime show coming up. Goodell now at the top of the key now. Back to Nichols. Nichols on the, or check that is Sikora. Well, that is Nichols. Nichols on the right wing now to Bowie. Bowie to Nichols. 3-ball on the way. Shot's good that time. That was Sikora. And so it now 21-12 Panthers. Over to Addison Oth. Back to Glaus. Glaus now to McMahon. 2:46 remaining. Excuse me. Hoyt back to Addison Oth. on the left wing. Tries to drive inside. Back to the wing to Sabelko. Head fakes the shot. Now keeps it on the outside. Hoyt, left wing, 3-ball! Emma Hoyt with the 3 to make it 24-12. 2:28 remaining in the half. Bounce pass now to Bowie to inbound it. Glaus in front of Bowie. Bowie fakes right, goes left, gets across the timeline, keeps it herself. Nope, dishes it out to the left corner. 3-ball shot, no good. Rebounded by Sabelko. And Sabelko now across the timeline for the Panthers, approaching the 2-minute mark. Over to McMahon. McMahon now. She'll try to drive in. Kicks it back out to Hoyt. Hoyt nearly lost it. Loose ball. She'll come back up with it. And Hoyt now comes down to the right wing, hands it off to McMahon at the top of the key. Back to Sabelko. Sabelko now to Addison off top of the key. Now to the left wing. Over to Sabelko, left corner. Tries to work off the screen. Offensive foul on Glaus. Minute 41 remaining. Bonus the rest of the way now for the Vikings. Kurth comes back in. Let's see. Paschal is in. Chloe Oth is in. Sabelko takes a seat. Hoyt takes a seat. And Glaus, I think, takes a seat. So inbounding it on the far end will be Sakura. Panthers lead 24-12. Minute 41 remaining. Over to Goodell now. Goodell working off the screen. Will get across the timeline. And comes over to the top of the key now. Dishes it to Bowie. Bowie over to Nichols. 3-ball on the way. Shot no good. Rebounded by Kurth. Whistle. Jump ball, they'll call it. It'll stay with Colfax. Goodell to inbound it here right in front of us. Looking, and gets it over to Bowie. Bowie now works off the screen into the lane. Has to kick it back out to the wing. Over to Sakura. Fakes left, goes right, but gets cut off. Now bounce pass inside to Bowie. Shot put up, no good. Rebounded by McMahon. McMahon over to Chloe Oth. Chloe Oth to Addison Oth. Addison Oth now keeps it herself. Hands it back off to McMahon. McMahon head fakes the 3. Whistle travel on McMahon. Minute 6 remaining. 24-12. Panthers. And inbounding it now will be Sakura. Inbounds it to Goodell. Goodell now. Cross-court pass to Bowie. Bowie keeps it herself. Bounce pass now over to Nichols. Shot put up and in. From the left baseline. 24-14, under a minute remaining. Panthers lead. Over to Kurth now. Kurth back to Oth. That's Chloe Oth. Excuse me, to Addison Oth from the top of the key. Kicks it back out to Chloe Oth now. She'll drive in. Puts up the shot. Does not get the shooter's roll. Gets her own rebound. Foul. And Oth to the line for 2. And foul will be on number 30. That's going to be on Shipman. And thank you to Annabis Silo, your Husqvarna and Toro Lawn and Garden Equipment dealer. Highway 25 Durand. They also do small engine repair. First free throw on the way. No good. Bauer Plumbing and Septic Service, offering plumbing and septic services for new construction or repairs. Call Chris at Bauer Plumbing and Septic, 672-8224. Goodrich Funeral Homes, serving the Durand area for 5 generations. Find out about pre-planning funeral services. Visit GoodrichFH.com. Please thank all of our sponsors. They make our broadcast possible here on WRDN. Next free throw off the back of the rim, no good. Rebounded by Addison Oth. Over to McMahon now. To Chloe Oth. Chloe Oth to Kurth. Kurth, right corner, 3-ball. Shot no good. And it's going to be loose ball. And it's going to be nice play by number 34. That was Sakura. She managed to throw the ball off of McMahon, or off of Addison Oth. It goes out of bounds, and it will be Colfax ball. 20 seconds remaining. 24-14 Panthers. Inbounded now to Goodell. Colfax goes for the last shot. Over to Bowie. 12 seconds remaining. To Hajdukovic now. Back to Bowie. Staying on the outside to Goodell, trying to draw out the Panther defense to get something opened up. Bowie squares up, 3-ball on the way, rims out, no good. Rebounded by Addison Oth. 1 second left, she won't try to take the shot. We're at halftime with the Panthers leading 24-14. It's Durand-Arkansaw girls basketball on WRDN. Deanne.
Time for the SFB Security Financial Bank and the Jerry Thompson Insurance Agency halftime show. Brought to you by Security Financial Bank. Secure your future at Security Financial Bank, Durand, River Falls, Eau Claire, Ladysmith, Bloomer, and Black River Falls. And by the Jerry Thompson Insurance Agency, your independent insurance agent, downtown Durand.
Getting the kids to practice on time. Remembering if it's your day to bring snacks. Making it to the game with a clean jersey. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with Auto Owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. Auto Owners works with independent agents who answer when you call, so you can worry about more important things, like whether your kid is going to run toward first or third base. That's simple human sense.
Your Auto Owners agent serving the Durand area is Jerry Thompson Insurance, a division of Ansay and Associates.
ABC News, I'm Richard Cantu. Israel's full cabinet signed off on the three-phase Gaza hostage release ceasefire deal. Phase 1 is supposed to start Sunday.
The release of the first hostages, 33 of them, are set to be freed over the next 6 weeks in exchange for hundreds of Palestinians that Israeli officials have imprisoned. There have been a lot of challenges in reaching this point, but this again is just the start of the first phase of this agreement. There are still several more phases.
ABC's Selena Wang. With much of the U.S. about to get a crippling blast of Arctic air, President-elect Trump ordered Monday's inauguration moved indoors under the Capitol Rotunda, the Capital One Arena, to be open for a live viewing. The Biden administration announced that weight loss, diabetes drugs like Ozempic and Wegovy are now on Medicare's list of medications whose prices to be negotiated directly with the pharmaceuticals. 25 medications now on the list. This is ABC News.
My friends swim no matter the season, but my moderate to severe plaque psoriasis can sometimes take me out of the moment. Now, thanks to Skyrizi and clear skin, count me in. With Skyrizi, Risankizumab Riza, a prescription-only 150 milligram injection for adults who are candidates for systemic or phototherapy. 3 out of 4 people achieve 90% clear skin at 4 months.
Don't use if allergic to Skyrizi. Serious allergic reactions and an increased risk of infections or a lower ability to fight them may occur. Before treatment, your doctor should check for infection and tuberculosis. Tell your doctor if you have an infection or symptoms such as fever, sweats, chills, muscle aches, or cough, or if you plan to or recently received a vaccine.
Thanks to Skyrizi, there's nothing on my skin, and that means everything. Ask your doctor today about Skyrizi, the #1 dermatologist-prescribed biologic in psoriasis, and visit skyrizi.com or call 1-866-SKYRIZI to learn more.
Attention all egg producers, it's the 2025 Chippewa Valley Egg Conference Thursday, February 20th from 9 to 3:30 at Florian Gardens, Eau Claire. This full-day event presented by Security Financial Bank features a keynote address by ag strategist Doug Johnson, breakout sessions on tax planning, dairy market updates, and more, plus a panel discussion on modern ag challenges and opportunities. Registration is $30 and includes lunch. Register by February 13th. Visit sfbank.com for registration information. SFB, member FDIC.
The divisional round of the NFL's postseason set to kick off this weekend. I'm Bill Scott with sports. Action starts tomorrow when two-time defending Super Bowl champion Kansas City plays host to the Houston Texans. That'll be followed by top seed in the NFC, the Detroit Lions, hosting the Washington Commanders. Then Sunday, 2 more games. The Eagles welcome the Rams to Philadelphia in the divisional round, followed by the Buffalo Bills playing host to the Baltimore Ravens. Men's college basketball from the Horizon League tonight. Youngstown State at Milwaukee. Robert Morris at Green Bay. Phoenix trying to end their 13-game losing streak. College hockey, top-ranked Badger women are at St. Thomas. And the Badger men hosting Long Island in the first of a 2-game set at the Kohl Center tonight. And baseball fans continue to mourn the death of baseball icon Bob Uecker, who lost his battle with cancer on Thursday morning at the age of 90. Bill Scott, Wisconsin Radio Network.
Folding a fitted sheet, programming the thermostat, matching your socks. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with an Auto Owners Insurance independent agent, getting the right coverage for your home doesn't have to be one of them. So you can get back to more important things, like finding that missing sock. That's simple human sense.
Your hometown Auto Owners Insurance agents working for you. The Jerry Thompson Insurance Agency, downtown Durand.
Johnson joins field at Daytona and Charlotte. I'm Susie Armstrong. The story next on NASCAR Today. Brought to you by eBay. eBay. Things people love.
You ever try fixing your car and realize you're missing that one part? Yeah, been there. That's why eBay's my go-to. They've got millions of parts, guaranteed to fit. I'm talking brake pads for when yours have seen one too many miles of stop and go. Oil filters, because you don't mess around with your engine care. Even got this cold air intake on my watch list. I might just go for it. To keep the ride cool and your DIY streak hot. Find all the parts you need at prices you'll love. Guaranteed to fit every time. eBay. Things people love. Eligible items only. Exclusions apply.
A new season is fast approaching. Stay up to date with all the changes for 2025 on NASCAR Hot Pass.
It has potential to help out all the teams. You know, Gabehart is an incredibly smart person.
From crew chief and driver changes to schedule enhancements, NASCAR Hot Pass has it covered.
Schedule variation works, and it's proven that it works.
NASCAR Hot Pass, weekday mornings on the Motor Racing Network.
Jimmy Johnson takes his Chevrolet to the bottom of the racetrack. Dale Earnhardt Jr. will look to the inside, look to the outside, but he will not get it done. And Jimmy Johnson has won the Daytona 500 for the second time in his career.
7-time NASCAR Cup Series champion and Legacy Motor Club co-owner Jimmy Johnson will attempt to qualify for next month's Daytona 500 and the Coca-Cola 600 in May. If the pilot of the number 84 Carvana Toyota should qualify, the 500 would be his 22nd start in the Great American Race, and Charlotte, where he made his first Cup Series start, would mark his 700th event. I'm Susie Armstrong. This is NASCAR Today on the Motor Racing Network.
At Security Financial Bank, we understand what it takes to grow what matters. We know success doesn't happen overnight. It takes honest work, day in and day out. We value trust, leadership, and service. We are SFB. Bankers who believe in your farm, your family, your future. Bankers who believe in you. Learn more at sfbank.com. Member FDIC.
For the latest news and issues affecting agriculture, join me, Chip Flory, with AgriTalk weekdays at 1 on Real Country, 1430 WRDN.
Welcome back to Colfax High School halftime. 24-14 Panthers lead. And from the JV game tonight, Durand-Arkansaw won that game 32-20 in that first half. Addison Othel leading the way for the Panthers with 12. And again, Panthers came out with that lead right away in that first half. What a 9-0 lead. Boy, they probably want to do the exact same thing here to start this second half. We have second half action coming up as the Panthers leading it 24-14. It's Durand-Arkansaw girls basketball on Real Country 1430 AM stereo, WRDN Durand, Mondovi, Wabasha, and 107.3 FM translator W297CH Durand. Second half action on the way.
The real deals come from Durand Fresh Market, and they can be found online. Download the Fresh Market Rewards app and sign up to have weekly deal alerts sent right to your phone. Find digital coupons and specials and earn reward points every time you shop at Durand Fresh Market. It's easy to use the app. Just add coupons and scan the app at the checkout. It's that easy. Visit the website at shopfreshmarkets.com for the latest weekly ad, extra national coupons, or to make product suggestions. Your hometown grocery store is Durand Fresh Market, downtown Durand, and online at shopfreshmarkets.com.
When your reputation is on the line, go to the Midwest leader, Bauer Built Tire and Service, for all your tire and service repair needs. They've been supplying cars, SUVs, light and medium truck tires, as well as farm tires since 1944. Plus, they've built their reputation on services such as alignments, brakes, and suspension work that will exceed your expectations. Stop in today at Bauer Built Tire and Service on Mall Drive in Eau Claire and in Durand. Bauer Built on service.
Welcome back to
RealCountry1430.com. Brought to you by Prime Realty of Durand.
Welcome back to the Colfax High School as we get ready for the second half. Panthers leading 24-14. Thank you to our high school sports sponsors, including Elsivia Co-op, your certified Cenex Ruby Fieldmaster distributor, SFB, Security Financial Bank, where electronic banking is easy, 212 West Prospect Street, Durand, and Advent Health Durand. Time to feel whole with Advent Health. Visit their website at adventhealth.com. Please thank all of our sponsors. Give them a call, drop them an email, visit their business. Tell them thank you for supporting these broadcasts. Without the support of these businesses and organizations, we wouldn't be here tonight. So please thank our sponsors for supporting our broadcasts. All right, Panthers will be going from left to right. Colfax right to left. For those of you watching, Panthers will be going from near to far, and Colfax will be going from far to near, and the Vikings will be going from near to far. There we go. Since we're on the end here at Colfax High School, and it looks like Panthers shall get the ball to start this second half. See what kind of defensive adjustments Colfax makes here, if they go more into a zone or if they try to really crank it up on the Panthers. Inbounded to Chloe Oth. We are underway with the second half. Oth now over to Addison Oth. Addison Oth on the left wing. Inside pass to Kurth. Kurth kicks it back out to Oth. Oth, 3-ball on the way. Shot no good. And coming up with it, whistle. Jump ball. It'll be Colfax ball anyway. Boy, I think that might have been a quick whistle. One of the keys as well for the Panthers in that first half, they got a lot of second and third opportunities on the offensive side of the ball. Inbounded to Goodell now. And Goodell will come across the timeline for, well, pass was tipped. Now give to Bowie, back to Goodell. Now we're across the timeline, and not ball's loose, but the Vikings come back up with it. Hajdukovic now over to Bowie. Bowie right wing. Bowie now on the far side in a little bit of trouble as Sabelko in her face. Now gets it back to Goodell. Goodell bounce pass to Bowie. Bowie cross-court pass intercepted by Kurth. Kurth to Addison Oth. Addison Oth back the other way. Puts up the shot. Offensive foul on Oth. So we'll go back to Colfax. And inbounded now to Goodell. Goodell not across the timeline yet to Bowie. Bowie back to Goodell. Now we're across the timeline. Over to Bowie on the far side. Bowie cross-court pass to Goodell. Bounce pass now over to, and it's going to be intercepted. This time Addison Oth by herself. She shouldn't have it. Overlays it, rebounded by Kurth. Kurth up and in. And so now back the other way come Colfax, 26-14 Panthers. And pass is tipped, intercepted again. This time Sabelko with the interception. Keeps it herself, puts up the shot, overlays it, rebounded by Hoyt. Hoyt up and in. So 28-14 Panthers. And across the timeline now to Goodell. Goodell now over to Shipman. Shipman cross-court pass to Bowie. 3-ball on the way. Wow! Bowie with a nice three from the wing. 28-17 Panthers. Across the timeline to Addison Oth now to Hoyt. Hoyt on the right wing. Pass is intercepted this time by Goodell. Timed it perfectly. Lays it up and in. Here comes Colfax now. 28-19 Panthers. Back and forth these two teams are going to go. Over to Addison Oth now on the left wing. Addison Oth now to Kurth. Kurth top of the key. Kurth to Chloe Oth. Chloe Oth to Addison Oth. Addison Oth on the left wing. Cross-court pass to Hoyt. Hoyt right wing. 3-ball on the way. Off the back of the rim. No good. Whistle foul on I think it's going to be on Addison Oth. Nope, they're going to call it on Chloe. All right. Her third. And so Colfax to inbound it. Be inbounded to Goodell. And Goodell now will go over to Bowie. Bowie back to Goodell. They get across the timeline. Pass is tipped, but coming up with it is Shipman. Shipman nearly lost control. Back to Goodell. Goodell and a cross-court pass to Bowie. Bowie back to Goodell. Goodell now from the free throw line. Puts up a shot. No good. Rebounded by Kurth. Kurth to Chloe Oth. Back to Sabelko now. Sabelko over to Addison Off. Panthers lead 28-19. Out to Chloe Oth. Chloe Oth to Kurth on the right wing, rather. Does a spin move, drives inside, has the ball tipped, loses control, but manages to put up a shot, whistling a foul on Sabelko. It'll stay Colfax ball. 28-19, Panthers lead, 14:56 remaining in the game. And inbounded now to Goodell. Goodell to Bowie. Bowie not across the timeline. Back to Goodell now. They do get it across the timeline to Bowie. Bowie on the far side to Goodell on the left wing. Bounce pass now over to Shipman. Shipman back to Goodell. Goodell inside pass to Sikora. Puts up a shot. No good. Loose ball. And coming up with it is Shipman. They kick it back out. 3-ball on the way. Shot no good. And whistle and a jump. And Addison Oth is down. And so we have a timeout. Addison Oth still down. She's getting up very slowly. She goes, no, I'm going to be fine. I'm staying in. Okay. Well, it'll be Panther ball. All right, so inbounded to Chloe Oth. We're back underway. And across the timeline now to Kurth. Kurth now tries to drive into the lane. Puts up a tough shot. Whistle to foul. She'll go to the line for 2. Foul is going to be on Goodell, her first team foul. Thank you to Sundstrom and Company, your local tax experts. Call them now for tax planning, 672-4425. First free throw is short. And call them for your appointment. Shaw's LP Gas and Appliance, offering a full line of Whirlpool appliances along with installation and service. They also repair other appliances too. That's Shaw's LP Gas and Appliance, downtown Durand. Free throw on the way, off the back of the rim, no good. Rebounded by Hoyt though, but then she loses the ball. Whistle foul. Foul's going to be on Hajdukovic, so we'll stay Panther ball. And so Chloe ought to inbound it right in front of us. Panthers lead 28-19. And it's going to be out to Addison Oth. Has to go out across the timeline, but comes back the other way to Sabelko. Sabelko on the right wing, trying to dribble her way in now. Kicks it back out to Addison Oth. Addison Oth now to Kurth. Kurth on the left wing. Kurth to Hoyt. Hoyt now to Addison Oth. She'll drive in from right baseline. Puts up a tough shot and, gets the shooter's roll. Didn't think it was going to fall in, but it did. 30-19, Panthers. And across the timeline now to Goodell. Goodell now back to Bowie. Bowie to Goodell on the left wing. Now over to Shipman. Shipman, cross-court pass to Bowie. Trying to get her open. Whistle, foul. Foul will be on Sabelko. That's going to be her third. So we got some foul trouble happening for the Panthers. Chloe Oth, Jaden Glaus, and Sawyer Sabelko have 3 fouls each. And we're at 13:41. And so inbounded now to Goodell. Goodell to Bowie. Bowie, cross-court pass intercepted by Kurth. Timed it perfectly. Up and in. Victoria Kurth timed that interception perfectly. Make it 32-19 Panthers now. And across the timeline is Bowie. Bowie now into the right corner. Inside pass now to Sikora. Sikora into the lane, trying to get something going. Gets it over to Bowie. Bowie now dishes it back out to Goodell. Goodell left wing. 3-ball shot, no good. Rebounded by Addison Oth. Addison Oth now across the timeline for the Panthers. Over to Sabelko. Sabelko to Hoyt. Hoyt right wing. Head fakes the 3 now. Tries to drive inside. Whistle travel. And so it goes back to Colfax. Panthers lead 32-19, 12:58 remaining in the game. So inbounded to Goodell. Goodell now back to Shipman. Shipman to Goodell. Goodell, cross-court pass inside, tipped out of bounds. No, it wasn't tipped out of bounds. It gets picked up by Kurth. Kurth to Chloe Oth, to Addison Oth, overlays it. Sabelko with the putback. Foul, she'll go to the line. Foul will be on Goodell. Thank you to NTech, your premier communications and entertainment provider. Durand, endless summer fitness and tanning with around-the-clock fitness and tanning access. Durand, free throw on the way is good. The Jerry Thompson Insurance Agency, a division of Ansay and Associates, hometown agents representing you, not individual insurance companies, and Amplify Health Clinic, now open in Mondovi. And free throw on the way, and Sabelko makes both shots. Timeout, Panthers. With 12:37 remaining, 34-19, Panthers lead. Gives us a chance to thank some more of our high school sports sponsors, including Jerry Bear & Sons, with custom-made feed for livestock from Hubbard Feeds, located by Annabis Silo, Highway 25, Durand. Riverland Energy, your Touchstone Energy partner. The Chenfit Smith Funeral Home, serving the Mondovi area. Find out about pre-planning funeral services by visiting chenfit-smithfuneralhome.com. Bauer Built Tire with let Bauer Built Tire take care of your automotive needs under one roof. Give them a call, 672-8300, or visit them online at bauerbuilt.com. The Cottage, from floral arrangements to gifts for mom. Visit The Cottage, downtown Durand. The JKO Auto Body Shop with car restoration and collision repair. It's the JKO Auto Body Shop, Madison Street, Durand, and Durand Fresh Market, your hometown grocery store. Durand Fresh Market, download the app for even more savings. Visit freshmarketwi.com for more information. Please thank all of our high school sports sponsors. Give them a call, drop them an email, visit their business, tell them thank you for supporting our broadcast. Without the help of these businesses and organizations, we wouldn't be here tonight. So please thank our high school sports sponsors. Timeout is done, and inbounding it will be Sikora. Panthers leading 34-19, 12:36 remaining. And it's going to be inbounded to Bowie. Bowie now over to Shipman across the timeline. Back to Bowie. Looks like Panthers going into a zone. Inside pass is going to be intercepted by Chloe Oth. Can she save it? No. Tried to save it to Sabelko, but she couldn't hang on. It goes out of bounds. It'll stay Colfax ball. And so now Shipman to inbound it on the far side. Shipman looking, gets it over to Hurlbert. Hurlbert puts up the shot, no good. Rebounded by Bowie, whistle and a foul. Foul will be on the Panthers. Foul will be on Sabelko. That is her fourth. She's going to have to come out. McMahon and Glaus come in. Sabelko and Kurth come out. And so looking to inbound it. Now they get it out, and that is going to be Hurlbert. Rims out on the three ball. Shot no good. And rebounded by Chloe Oth. Panthers lead 34-19 over to Addison Oth now. To Hoyt. Hoyt top of the key. Over to Chloe. Chloe on the left wing. Chloe looking for a cutter inside. Nobody home. Back to Addison Oth. She's going to try to drive inside. Back to McMahon now. McMahon in the right corner. Back to Hoyt. Hoyt now over to Addison Oth. Addison Oth now to McMahon. McMahon thought about the three, said it better not. Now to Chloe. Chloe left wing. Three ball. Shot off the back of the rim. No good. And rebounded by Nichols. Nichols to Bowie. Bowie across the timeline for Colfax. 34-19 Panthers. And Bowie tries to drive inside. Ball knocked away. Knocked away by Chloe Oth. She comes up with it. Back the other way comes Chloe. And it's up and in. 36-19 Panthers. Inbounded now to Shipman. Shipman across the timeline. Shipman back to Sikora. Sikora now to Nichols. Nichols at the top of the key. Nichols over to Shipman again. Shipman cross-court pass to Hurlbert. Hurlbert right wing. She's going to try to drive inside. Now kicks it back out to Bowie. Bowie at center. Bowie back to Shipman. Shipman three ball on the way. Whoa! Shipman nothing but net there. 36-22 Panthers. And now over to Hoyt now. Hoyt to McMahon. McMahon left corner shot no good on the three ball. And back the other way. Shipman to Bowie. Bowie on the break. And whistling a foul. And who's down for the Panthers? Is that McMahon? And, yep, that would be McMahon. She's up, getting up slow. She's going to, yep, I think she's going to take a, yep, she's going to come out. They're just going to take a peek here. So Kurth comes back in. Going to the line for 2 is Bowie. Thank you to Numbers R Us, your daily money managers, 3rd Avenue West Durand. You can call Rhonda. She's certified and bonded, insured and bonded as well. Find out what a daily money manager, how that can help your family and protect your family too. Give Rhonda a call at 672-8093. First free throw was good. Durand Smokehouse, the hog sale going on now at Durand Smokehouse. Highway 85 Durand. Find out more. And next free throw by Bowie, rims out, no good. Rebounded by Hoyt. And so back the other way come the Panthers now. Across the timeline is Chloe Oth. Chloe Oth to Hoyt. Hoyt on the right wing to Kurt now, top of the key. Kurt over to Hoyt. Hoyt left wing. Hoyt now looking for a cutter. Nope, she's going to get over to Kurt on the right wing. Kurt fakes left, goes right, tries to drive inside, does, puts up a tough shot on the baseline, up and in. Nice drive to the post by Victoria Kurth from the corner. And back the other way comes Bowie. Bowie now down to the left wing, throws the ball out of bounds. It'll be Panther ball, 38-23 now. Panthers lead, 10:04 remaining here in the game. And inbounded now to Chloe Oth. Chloe will bring it across the timeline for the Panthers. Over to Hoyt. Hoyt left wing. 3-ball shot off the back of the rim. No good. And Hajdukovic comes up with it. And she'll get it over to Goodell. Goodell across the timeline for Colfax. To Shipman. Shipman now drives in from the wing. Whistle. Foul on the Panthers. And the foul will be on Glaus. That's going to be her 4th. Again, we've got some foul issues here. Both Sabelko and Glaus now have 4. Paschal has to come in now. 9:43 remaining. Going to the line for the 1-and-1 is Shipman. Bonus the rest of the way for Colfax. Free throw on the way. Shot short, no good. Loose ball coming up with it is Paschal. Paschal to Chloe Oth. Across the timeline now. Kurt now to Addison Oth. To Hoyt. Hoyt top of the key now to Paschal. Paschal on the left wing. Back out to Addison Oth. Addison Oth on the right side to Kurth on the left. Staying outside on the wings. And now inside to Addison Oth. Tried to drive inside but got cut off. To Hoyt now. Hoyt top of the key to Chloe. Chloe Oth looking for a cutter. Panthers lead 38-23. Inside to Hoyt. Hoyt into the lane. Spin move. Can't take any shot. And a whistle and a foul. Foul will be, I think, on Hajdukovic. Nope, it's going to be on Sakura. That'll be her first. So inbounding it here right in front of us will be Chloe Oth. Approaching the 9-minute mark. Inside to Hoyt now. Hoyt, though, has to retreat back out to Kurth, top of the key. And it's going to be nearly intercepted by Goodell. She had that one timed, but it goes out of bounds. And it'll be a Panther ball. And Kurth to inbound it on the far side in front of the Panther bench. Inbounded to Addison Oth. Addison Oth back at center now, over to Hoyt. Hoyt left or right wing. Now to Paschal on the left side. Paschal looking for a cutter, no one there. Keeps it outside over to Kurth. Kurth now to Addison Oth. Addison Oth left wing, tries to drive inside. Back over to Chloe Oth. And whistle and a foul. Foul's going to be on Goodell. That'll be her 3rd, 5th team foul. And Paschal to, Chloe Oth now to inbound it. Chloe Oth looking, now out to Kurth. Kurth on the right wing. Kurth comes to the top of the key now. Kurth looking for a cutter, has to hand it off to Paschal. Paschal now to Hoyt. Hoyt, right corner. She's going to drive right baseline. Tries to kick it inside to Chloe Oth. Intercepted. Intercepted by Goodell. And back the other way comes the Vikings. Goodell now, top of the key. Tries to work off the screen. And Goodell now looking for someone inside. Now over to Hajdukovic. Hajdukovic to Shipman. Shipman left wing. Works off the screen. Now drives into the lane. Kicks it back out top of the key. 3-ball on the way by Hurlburt. Up and in. So 38-26 now, Panthers. And across the timeline now over to Kurth. Kurth to Hoyt, top of the key. to Paschal on the left wing. 7:46 remaining in the game. Double dribble on Paschal. And so now, inbounding it will be Sikora. Right in front of us, full court Panther press. Sikora with the bomb. Intercepted by Kurth. Back to Addison-Oth. And Addison-Oth now across the timeline over to Hoyt. Hoyt to Paschal. Paschal now back to Chloe Oth. Chloe Oth right wing. Chloe Oth looking for a cutter. No one there. Back to Kurth now back towards center. Kurth now nearly it does lose the ball. Loose ball. Jump ball. It'll go to Colfax. 38-26. Panthers lead. 7:19 remaining in the game. Full court Panther press once again. Whistle and coming in. Bowie coming back in now for Nichols. And so inbounded to Goodell. Goodell across the timeline. Over to Shipman. Shipman now to Sikora. Top of the key, driving inside. Whistle and a foul. She'll go to the line for two. And foul will be on Emma Hoyt, her first. And thank you to Provisions Health, 3rd Avenue West Durand. Healthcare your way. Find out more at provisions.health. First free throw is no good. Also, 24/7 and West Wisconsin Telecom, building smart fiber optic communities from the ground up. Find out more. Visit wwt.coop. Next free throw on the way. Rims out, no good. And it's going to be off of Kurth, they're going to say. Looked like it was off of Hajdukovic, but that's not the call. So Bowie inbounds it now. Loose ball, and it's going to be off the Panthers again. And so Goodell to inbound it again for Colfax. Goodell looking, still looking. Finally gets it out to Bowie. Bowie left wing. Bowie now at the top of the key now. Over to Sikora. Sikora squares up. 3 ball on the way. Shot short, no good. Rebounded by Paschal. Paschal to Chloe Oth. Panthers lead 38-26. Cross the timeline to Addison-Oth. To Hoyt. Hoyt now on the left wing. Hoyt looking for a cutter. No one there. Comes over to the top of the key now to Addison-Oth. She'll try to drive in right baseline. Tries to kick it back out. It's going to be knocked out of bounds by Shipman. It'll stay Panther ball. 6:36 remaining in the game. And Chloe Oth now to inbound it on the far side. And inbounds it to Addison-Oth. Addison-Oth to Paschal. Paschal, 15-footer. Shot short, no good. Rebounded by Victoria Kurth. Up and in. And so now makes it 40-26 Panthers. And across the timeline now comes Goodell. Goodell now tries to come down to the wing, hands it back off to Shipman. Shipman, top of the key, hands it off to Bowie. Bowie now to Sikora. Sikora, 15-footer turnaround shot, no good. Hajdukovic tries to save it, right to Addison-Oth. To Chloe Oth. Chloe Oth now across the timeline over to Hoyt. Hoyt left wing. Hoyt now over to Kurth at the top of the key, back to Addison-Oth. Addison-Oth now comes over to the top of the key to Kurth. Kurth on the left wing, back to Hoyt. Hoyt to Chloe. Down to 5:44. Chloe at center now to Addison-Oth. Addison-Oth to Hoyt now. Basically staying way on the outside center, and cross-court pass to Addison-Oth, back to Hoyt here on the right wing. Hoyt now. Back to Chloe Oth, back at center. And now to Addison-Oth, to Hoyt on the right wing. And Addison-Oth now, or Hoyt now to Kurth. Kurth at center. Has Bowie in her way. Bowie's trying to knock that ball away, but Kurth manages to get it back to Hoyt. Hoyt now to Paschal. Paschal over to Oth, and we get a foul. Foul will be on Goodell. That's going to be number 4 for her, 6th for Colfax. 5:02 remaining in the game, 40-26 Panthers. I think Panthers are trying to run some clock. And Addison Oth now to inbound it. To Chloe Oth. Chloe Oth to Hoyt. Hoyt now. Back over to Kurth. Kurth on the left wing. Tries to drive in. Whistle foul. Foul will be on Bowie. Going to the line for the 1-and-1 now is Kurth. Bonus the rest away for the Panthers. Thank you to the Riverside Grill. Visit the Riverside Grill for daily specials. Don't forget about that Friday fish fry, too, at Riverside Grill, downtown Durand. O'Galley Cheese Factory, cheese and meat trays for all of those playoff football get-togethers. O'Galley Cheese Factory, Highway 25, Durand. First free throw by Kurth is good. Next free throw on the way is good. She makes them both. And now it makes it 42-26 Panthers. Across the timeline is Goodell. 4:49 remaining. Nearly intercepted by Kurth. Bowie now tries to drive in, kicks it back out to the left wing. 3 ball on the way. Rims out, no good. Rebounded by Kurth. Kurth to Chloe Oth. Excuse me. Chloe Oth across the timeline now for the Panthers. To Addison Oth. Addison Oth inside to Chloe Oth, who got behind everybody, up and in. Oh, wow. And so back across the timeline comes Goodell. 44-26 Panthers. Over to Bowie now. Bowie gets around the defender and drives in from the left wing off the screen. Up and in. Timeout. Colfax. Panthers leading 44-28 with 4:12 remaining in the game. And thank you to Martin Transport of Mondovi. Visit martin.com for the latest job opportunities. Better in blue at Martin Transport. The Cell Block. The Cell Block has that soup and salad bar. Daily specials, too. That's the Cell Block, downtown Durand. Durand Improvement Group. Many hands to make light work. Volunteer to help with community events. Visit durandimprovementgroup.org. The Paul Slusher Insurance Agency, your American Family Insurance agent, serving the Durand and Chippewa Falls area. American Family Insurance that fits your needs. Ryan's Sports Shop, yep, it's time to go ice fishing. Well, a lot of folks will be doing that on Lake O'Galley tomorrow during the Clarence Schneider Memorial Ice Fishing Tournament. And it's also free fishing weekend this weekend, so visit Ryan's Sports Shop for all of your ice fishing needs. Durand Napa farmers, visit Durand Napa for custom hoses, bulk fluids, filters, tools, and the parts you need to keep your equipment running on the farm. Napa know-how from Durand Napa. Please thank all of our high school sports sponsors. Visit their business, drop them an email, give them a call, tell them thank you for supporting our broadcast. Without the support of these businesses and organizations, it's pretty simple. Wouldn't be here tonight at Colfax High School to broadcast tonight's game. Panther ball. Is it the Panther ball? Okay, it is. Inbounded to Sabelko. Sabelko back to Addison Oth. Full court press by Colfax. Now to Kurth. Kurth gets it across the timeline to Hoyt. Back to Addison Oth. Addison Oth now to Sabelko. Sabelko back in here with 4 fouls. Sabelko now to Hoyt. 3:50 remaining. Hoyt to Kurth. Kurth back at center to Sabelko now. Sabelko looking for a cutter, needs some help. Now gets it over to Chloe Oth. Chloe Oth now pulls up the dribble, whistle foul. Foul will be on Colfax. Foul will be on number 30. That's going to be on Shipman. And that'll be her 4th. And so going to the line for the 1-and-1 is Chloe Oth. Thank you to Anna Basilo, your Husqvarna and Toro Lawn and Garden Equipment dealer. They also have small engine repair. Anna Basilo, Highway 25 Durand. Free throw was good. Bauer Plumbing and Septic, offering plumbing and septic services for new construction or home repair. Call Chris at Bauer Plumbing and Septic, 672-8224. All right. Second free throw on the way by Chloe Oth is off the back of the rim. No good. Rebounded by Colfax. And Goodell now back the other way for the Vikings. 3:30 remaining. 3 ball on the way. Shot short, no good. Rebounded by Kurth. Kurth to Addison Oth across the timeline. Panthers lead 45-28. And back to Hoyt now. Hoyt to Kurth on the left wing. Over to Addison-Oth now. To Sabelko. Sabelko at center. Now over to Kurth. Kurth here to Addison-Oth to Chloe-Oth. Still really at center court. Trying to just use up some time to Sabelko. Whistle foul. Foul will be on Bowie. And so going to the line for the 1-and-1 is Sabelko. Coming up, our Bowerville Panther postgame show. Hope to talk with Coach Lowenhagen. Also, first free throw is good. See if we can't get some scores on our Durand Fresh Market scoreboard. Preview our schedule for next week. So first free throw by Sabelko is good. That's all coming up on our Bowerville Panther postgame show. Next free throw on the way is good. Sabelko makes them both and makes it 47-28 Panthers. 2:54 remaining here in the game. Across the timeline is Goodell. Now over to Bowie. Bowie, three ball on the way. Short, no good. Loose ball, and coming up with it is Chloe-Oth. As Shipman tried to save it, but Chloe-Oth's the one that came up with it. Over to Addison-Oth. Addison-Oth now to Kurth. Kurth now nearly intercepted. It is intercepted this time. That's number 34, and that is Sikora up and in. 2:26 remaining. 47-30 Panthers. Over to Kurth. Kurth now across the timeline. Back to Sabelko. Whistle, foul. Now we'll get double bonus rest of the way for the Panthers. And foul will be on Bowie. Thank you to the Goodrich Funeral Home, your authorized location for monuments from Lifetime Memorials. Elsivia Co-op, your certified Cenex Ruby Fieldmaster distributor. Free throw is good. Security Financial Bank. Secure your future with your community bank. Security Financial Bank, West Prospect Street, Durand, and Advent Health of Durand. Time to feel whole with Advent Health. Visit their website at adventhealth.com. Free throw no good, but rebounded by Addison-Oth. Back out to Chloe-Oth now. Chloe-Oth now over to Kurth. Kurth over to Sabelko. And whistling a foul on Sabelko. She'll go to the line for... Oh, ball knocked out of bounds? Okay, knocked out of bounds. It'll stay Panther ball, though. All right, so Kurth to inbound it. 2:03 remaining. Panthers lead 48-30. Oh, nice inbound pass to Addison-Oth. Overlaid it. Oh, my word. And back the other way. She was wide open, too. Back the other way is Shipman. Shipman to Bowie now. Minute 51 remaining. Panthers up 48-30. Back to Goodell. Goodell now to Shipman. Shipman over to Sikora. Sikora, top of the key. Three ball on the way. Shot is no good. Rebounded by Addison-Oth. Addison-Oth to Chloe-Oth now. Now to Sabelko. Sabelko back to Hoyt. Hoyt now to Kurth. Kurth to Chloe-Oth. Back at center. Bounce pass down to Sabelko. Whistle foul. And I think that's going to be on, that will be on Bowie. And so first free throw by Sabelko is good. And the next free throw is also good by Sabelko, as she has 10 on the night. And so back the other way comes Colfax. 50-30 Panthers lead. Whistle and a travel. And it'll be a Panther ball. Minute 11 remaining in the game. Again, the Bowerville Panther postgame show here coming up. And inbounded to Sabelko. Sabelko pulled up the dribble a little bit too early, but whistle, timeout. Timeout, Durand-Arkansaw. Thank you to Shaw's LP Gas, or thank you to Sundstrom and Company, our local tax experts. Call them now for tax planning, 672-4425 to schedule your appointment. Shaw's LP Gas and Appliance, your Whirlpool appliance dealer with installation and service. They also service appliances as well. Charles LP Gas and Appliance, downtown Durand. Prime Realty of Durand. Visit their website at primerealitymidwest.com. Prime Realty, they are the area's #1 home seller. Adams Super Service, your Partners Network Car Care Center with complete auto service, downtown Durand. And NTech, your premier communications and entertainment provider, Durand. Please thank all of our sponsors. Give them a call, drop them an email, visit their business. Tell them thank you for supporting our broadcasts here on WRDN. All right, Kirk to inbound it. Panthers up by 20 with 1:07 remaining. And inbounded to Chloe Oth. Chloe Oth still not across the timeline. Now we'll get across the timeline. And over to Sabelko. Sabelko now to McMahon, who is back in. Bounce pass to Kurth. Kurth down to Chloe. Whistling a foul. Foul will be on number 30. That's going to be on Shipman. And she will foul out. Thank you to Endless Summer Fitness and Tanning with around-the-clock fitness and tanning access, Durand. The Jerry Thompson Insurance Agency, a division of Ansay and Associates. Hometown agents representing you, not individual insurance companies. And Amplify Health of Mondovi. First free throw is good by Chloe Oth. Panthers going to win this game. And free throw on the way. Off the back of the rim, no good. And tip. Hoyt had it for a second. Now we get a jump ball. It'll go to Colfax. 44 seconds remaining. Paschal coming in. As Sabelko comes out, Hoyt comes out. Gloss coming in. Olivia Mueller coming in. Got a lot of subs now coming in. Pelkey coming in as Chloe Oth comes out. With 44 seconds remaining, Panthers up by 21. And so, inbounded to Goodell. Goodell across the timeline for Colfax. They'll square up. 3 ball on the way. Shot no good. Out of bounds. It'll go back to the Panthers. And on the far end, McMahon to inbound it. Full court Colfax press. 36 seconds remaining. McMahon better hurry. And it's going to be, is that 10 seconds? Yep, 10 seconds. And so it's, there we go. So it goes back to Colfax. And inbounded to Goodell. 3 ball on the way is good by Goodell. 51-33, inbounded to Mueller. 29 seconds remaining. Over to Paschal now. Paschal still not across the timeline. Whistle. Timeout, Durand-Arkansaw. Again, 22 seconds remaining here. Panthers leading 51-33. On your smartphone, download the Podbean app. If you download the Podbean app, you can watch not only our past ball games, we have the video channel, and we have an audio channel as well. So just download the Podbean app and do a search for WRDN. You'll find and subscribe to both our audio channel and our video channel. And tomorrow we'll have this game up on the Podbean app. We also have a link to Podbean as well on our website at realcountry1430.com under the video streaming tab. Just click on that. You'll see video archives. And we have a Podbean player there too. Or if you have an Apple iPhone, we're also on Apple Podcast as well. Just do a search for WRDN, and both the video channel and the audio channel should pop up, and subscribe to them, and always keeping it, know when we're doing something or having a new podcast popping in, interview, ball game, council meeting. All right, so to inbound it, McMahon to inbound it, inbounds it to Pelkey. Pelkey to Glaus. Glaus back the other way, and up and in for Jaden Glaus. 53-33, 14 seconds remaining. I think that's going to pretty much wrap it up as Colfax will bring it across the timeline. 4 seconds remaining. And here comes the 3 ball, and that's it. No good. And the Panthers win tonight, 53-33. And we have the Bowerville Panther postgame show coming up. It's Durand-Arkansaw girls basketball here on WRDN.
Thank you for listening to tonight's Durand Panther Sports broadcast on WRDN. Time now for the Bowerbuilt Panther post-game show, brought to you by Bowerbuilt Tire and Service, with locations in Durand and Mall Drive, Eau Claire.
When your reputation is on the line, go to the Midwest leader, Bauer Built Tire and Service, for all your tire and service repair needs. They've been supplying cars, SUVs, light and medium truck tires, as well as farm tires since 1944. Plus, they've built their reputation on services such as alignments, brakes, and suspension work that will exceed your expectations. Stop in today at Bauer Built Tire and Service on Mall Drive in Eau Claire and in Durand. Bauer Built on service.
Welcome back to Colfax High School, where tonight Durand-Arkansaw wins it by a score of 53-33 over Colfax. Let's run down our scoring for tonight. Oh, wait, before we do that, we have Durand-Arkansaw head coach Darren Lowenhagen joining us right now. And Coach, how important was that 9-0 run to start this game?
Yeah, I think that was obviously good for us. It's tough. You just don't get a lot of easy looks against them. So you kind of, even the 9 wasn't quick. It was like a slow grind to get each bucket. I thought Addie Auth was really, really good tonight. Kind of kept us going and got us going from the get-go, and it's a really good win.
Defensively, Bowie again was scoring about 16. Looks like I have her at least officially 3-7-9. So, and some of those were late in the game.
Yeah, I thought our defense was up really good tonight, honestly. We've been kind of preaching the team defense thing. We've got really good on-ball defenders, and sometimes we rely on them too much to just stop the girl, and everybody else kind of do their own thing. And I thought tonight we were a really good team defensively, and I thought our defensive rebounding was fantastic tonight.
I thought rebounding on both sides of the glass, because how many second, third, fourth chances did you get even in that first quarter on that initial 9-0 run? Because you say they were a grind. I think at least 3 or 4 of those were 2 or 3, 4, second chances.
Yeah, and when you play Colfax, again, you're not going to get easy stuff. So we talked about doing the dirty things, doing things that don't get you on the stat sheet sometimes, and you got to go get some second opportunity, because they're going to make each shot difficult for you. So you got to go get some easy ones, get some putbacks, and just really, really happy with this group tonight.
Great game tonight, great win. Congratulations, Coach.
All right, thank you.
That is Durand-Arkansaw head coach Darren Lowenhagen. And let's run down again. Let's start running down our scoring here, and then we'll also see if there's some other scores as well to get from our Durand Fresh Market scoreboard. But let's run down scoring for the Panthers tonight. Chloe Auth had 10, Jaden Glaus had 2, Addison Auth 14, Victoria Kurth 10, Emma Hoyt 7, and Sawyer Sabelko with 10. With the win, Panthers improved to 6-1 over in the Dunn St. Croix Conference, 12-2 overall. For Colfax, Goodell had 9 on the night. Again, Bowie also had 9 on the night. Hurlburt had 6. Shipman had 3. And Sakura had 7 on the night. So with the loss, Colfax now 4-2 in the Dunn St. Croix, 8-4 overall. Coming up on the Bowerville Panther postgame show, we'll see if we can get some scores on our Durand Fresh Market scoreboard. We'll also run down our schedule for next week. That's coming up on the Bowerville Panther postgame show, brought to you by Bowerville Tire and Service, Durand and Mall Drive, Eau Claire. It's Durand-Arkansaw girls basketball on WRDN. On WRDN.
When your reputation is on the line, go to the Midwest leader, Bauer Built Tire and Service, for all your tire and service repair needs. They've been supplying cars, SUVs, light and medium truck tires, as well as farm tires since 1944. Plus, they've built their reputation on services such as alignments, brakes, and suspension work that will exceed your expectations. Stop in today at Bauer Built Tire and Service on Mall Drive in Eau Claire and in Durand. Bauer Built on service.
Welcome back to Colfax High School, where tonight Durand-Arkansaw wins it over Colfax by a score of 53 to 33. From the JV game earlier tonight, Durand-Arkansaw won that game by a score of 32 to 20. Still don't have any scores checking in on our Durand Fresh Market scoreboard, but games are following. Ellsworth at Osceola, Mondovi at Elk Mound, those in girls' games. Glenwood City at Elmwood Plum City in a girls' game. Menominee at Memorial in girls' basketball. And Menominee also at Memorial in boys' hoops as well. Spring Valley at Boyceville in girls' hoops. And Alma Pepin at Cochrane Fountain City in boys' basketball. Just a few of the games we're following on our Durand Fresh Market scoreboard. And you can follow the Durand Fresh Market scoreboard on the sports page of our website at realcountry1430.com. Our next broadcast will be heading back to Boyceville on Tuesday. The boys will be at Boyceville, and we'll have that game for you here on WRDN with the Advent Health Panther preview at about 7 o'clock. Then on Thursday, the girls, they are hosting Elk Mound. Again, pregame starting at 7. And then on next Friday, the boys host Colfax. So that's our game schedule for next week. Tuesday, boys at Boyceville. Thursday, girls hosting Elk Mound. And Friday, boys hosting Colfax. Once again, our final score tonight, Durand-Arkansaw wins at 53 to 33 over Colfax in girls high school basketball. You've been listening to Durand-Arkansaw girls high school basketball here on Real Country 1430 AM and 107.3 FM WRD. And I'm Brian Winnikins. Have a great evening.